super duper duper late. I wasn't meaning to be this late. I didn't even realize I was this late. I was so busy grabbing all of these receipts, because receipts are important. They're very important. Very, very, very important. It's very important to have receipts, especially on YouTube, because people on YouTube, I don't know, they either have like really short memories or just refuse to accept reality. Hey, oh, thank you for the gift. Appreciate you. Appreciate the metals. Love precious metals. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, hold on a second. I have to grab something. Now, y'all know me. Some people would say I'm messy. Some people will say that I'm a troublemaker, I'm a shit starter, whatever the case may be. People say a lot of things about me, even when I don't say anything about them. But people say they don't. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to start no crap. I'm not going to make no trouble. I'm just going to share reality. But before we get started, who do we got in here? Hey, Myrna, good to see you. Yvonne, hey. Dr. Jacko, welcome. Says salute. Been watching you for a good 3 years or longer. I'm finally a member, y'all. LOL. And salute to you and Jean Deal. Well, thank you. Thank you. Oh, Ephesia, welcome. Welcome to Jag Nation. So, all right. Now, y'all know me. Well, some of you do. Some of you are just getting to know me. Some of you have been getting to know me for quite some time. And, you know, I think for a lot of people, it's just, I don't know. I guess some people see me as real, some people don't. A lot of people want to, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but there are definitely a good group of people who have been invested in calling me a liar for quite some time. And, you know, that's how it is on YouTube. Hey, Jock. It's kind of sad. You know, when people just have like this vested interest and I don't know, like destroying your character or demeaning your character or degrading your character. I mean, the truth is it's not really good for your mental health. Not at all. Especially when you're an honest person. Like, if you're like a really, really, really honest person, and people need to understand something about me. I don't run around heralding myself the paragon of truth because I've never lied in my life. It's not true. When I was a kid, I did a lot of stupid shit just like everybody else does. I made mistakes. But by the time I had gotten to my early adulthood, and when I say my early adulthood, I'm talking like, 20, 21, I realized something very important, extremely important. Me lying, it wastes my time. Lying is a waste of time. It's a huge waste of time. Not only do you have to remember the lie. Oh, you're welcome. Need for Speed, welcome. Yvonne. Actually shows what their true yeah. Thank you for spelling it backwards, Yvonne. That's so cute. You know, a lot of times I'll pull out that poopy emoji, but you know we don't really do emojis and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying. Thank you so much. I caught that. Yeah, when they talk the ish about me. Sure enough. Yes, and please, like Dr. Jacko said, hit that like button. No, but seriously, there's a lot of things that just, I mean, where do we begin? Where do we start? Boy, I tell you, that door, that house. Do we start here? My father once said, always stay far away from people who lie to lie. Well, then you shouldn't pay attention to a lot of people on YouTube, man, because there's a lot of people on YouTube that just like to lie, to lie. Now, I popped around 5150 because I was just checking in. Because, I mean, let's just be honest. The stuff that they've been passing around about Corey Holcomb has been anything but okay. It's been terrible. It's been awful. And, you know, there are a lot of people that have a very negative opinion of him now. And with the stuff that's out there, I can understand why. Um, See, when I see what's going on with Corey, it makes me think about myself. It makes me think especially about 2023. Because for me, 2023 and YouTubers and YouTube, it was rough. And it was before I knew and truly understood exactly how involved and invested these YouTube weirdos actually are and actually get. Like, I mean, I didn't realize, there's someone else in my life now who I tried to warn about it. And it's so funny because it took a really, really, really like deep invasion of their personal, space and privacy for them to actually finally completely believe me when I tell you these mofos on this app are invested and involved. They are so involved. It is so intrusive. I didn't realize how big a network Trashy K had around her. Like I thought it was just her. And then when Storm turned on me the first time and tried to label me a PDFer by hiring some guy that they didn't even pay, because Trisha said she was going to pay him like $3,000 or $5,000 to lie and say that I had tried to, G room him, when he was a kid. Me and Nosy Ho busted him out. And then he finally told the truth. And next thing you know, that's when I realized that because Storm was trying to act like he was trying to get away from Tasha. He was trying to act like he didn't want to have nothing to do with her. It's all like controlled opposition. Like this is what they do. They stage fights. They stage, we're no longer dealing with each other. I hate you. They do a bunch of videos. They go back and forth. They do a bunch of content and commentary saying terrible things about one another. But the truth is they're still working together in the backdrop. This is what they do. This is what new media is all about. I don't watch no one on YouTube. Only you and Gene are the only channels. Oh, well, thank you, Dr. Jacko. But this is what they do. It's all a big show. And then the part that bothers me the most is because it's such a large network and because they're so committed to the lies that they tell and the way that they tell them and how they operate, they really put on the show like, no, they're not. And they have enough people that will lie for them or lie. It's just lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. Like, I don't even know how they all keep up with all of their lies. And when I tell you this, if I was a liar, they would have gotten me by now. They wouldn't have had to invent or orchestrate things. They would have gotten me by now because they have people that are watching me around the clock. I have spies in my membership that are members. The truth is, spies show up to my channel before my actual supporters and members do. Spies were there, and it's wild because guess what? I spotted spies in Corey's live today, too. Sure did. He's got one in his membership. Oh my God. If only I knew him like that, I would be letting him know. Bro, like, I guess the guy forgot that he got a membership because he started talking crazy about Corey and Corey's lawyer. Because guess what? Corey's lawyer showed up. And salute, because I believe that the reason why we have this receipt here on the screen right now is all due to Corey's lawyer, Mr. Derek. I like him. I'm becoming very fond of him. I know, he's not a YouTube lawyer. He's a real lawyer, and he's been very clear about that. But I'm enjoying the appearances that he's making on 5150. I really am. I really am. Like, to hear him say and just speak candidly, like this.
Need to look bad. And I'm just saying, it's like, okay, but this guy lied. See what he did? He said, you remember the part where you said, I'm clear to talk? I'm sure right. You were telling him, yeah, I'm clear to talk. Right. What about it? I will break that entire story down. So when he reached out to me, I said, hey, I need to speak to Corey first to see if I'm clear to speak about this. I ultimately learned that he had been on your show. You talked to him. You guys were good friends. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's telling me that, hey, I want to support Corey. Oh, I'm clear for that. You're a good guy. You've been on the show, et cetera, et cetera. Corey's a very busy man. I'm a very busy man. You have to go through the ranks to get to Corey sometimes. So no, Corey did not clear me to talk to him. But at the same time, this guy's saying that he's a friendly guy. And he's saying he's here to support Corey. And I know what to say on a lawyer's show and what not to say. And anything I'm going to say is just going to help Corey. So I didn't think it was a big deal. But this guy, he took that to say that I did something unethical. Unethical would be I settled Corey's case without his permission. I filed a lawsuit without running it by Corey. We're talking about a news interview, right? Lawyer.
Okay, so this is Corey's attorney. And he did a little research, but we'll get to that later. Let's get to the beginning. Let's go to the beginning. See, a little while back, well, actually, not a little while back. I mean, let's just be clear. People have been coming for Corey for a few weeks now, and we all know that. We all know that. We all know that to be true. We know that these images, I mean, this isn't where it started. It actually started here at the top of the year. This is where it started. Just in case people forget. This is where it started. You know, from the second that Antoine Donaldson showed up, it It's just been chaos. And you guys know me. Like, y'all know, most of y'all know, I'm not a fan of Umar. I'm not. Umar and I don't have, ain't nothing there. But the one thing that I will say is when I see somebody being attacked, when I see an orchestrated attack, I it vexes me. It really bothers me. And the reason why it bothers me is because going after someone is one thing. Looking for justice, seeking justice, exposing the bad guys, whatever the case may be. 11/11 just passed. Like, you guys know that's me. But it's something different when it's being orchestrated, when it's being created. 7 weeks ago, nobody was saying that Corey Holcomb was a PDF. Nobody was calling him. And welcome, Jessica. Welcome to Jag Nation. But like nobody was saying these things about him. Nobody was even calling him an abuser of females. Nobody. People started talking about it, but then these images showed up. Right? And it's been on ever since. It's been on ever since. Matter of fact, like, I've been down this road. Because the lead attorney and Antoine Donaldson, they've been talking for quite some time. They've been talking. The lead attorney was sitting online talking about whether or not Corey Holcomb could be liable, whether or not Antoine Donaldson could sue him. Let's be clear. It's been an awful year for Corey Holcomb online. Awful year. And offline. Because people started calling promoters. People started, TMZ got involved. Like, there's a lot. There's a lot. So for me, yeah, I find it very troubling. So, whatever I'm speaking about when it comes to any of these Corey Holcomb situations, this isn't about me defending a man who hurts women. This isn't about me defending a man who speaks inappropriately about children. This isn't me doing any of that. This is me following this orchestrated witch hunt that has been lobbied against this man for things that didn't become an issue until these people got to working. So I Corey had said on one of his broadcasts that the lead attorney had lied and said that he had permission to talk to his lawyer, which Corey said, I never gave you permission. You're a liar. He called him out. And 100 more likes would be great. But he called him out, and he called him out square, and he has every right to. Because if you're sitting there lying, saying that you're having correspondence with his attorney that's representing him in this whole crazy TMZ stuff, and apparently the work that he's doing so far is doing great because TMZ has had to fall back. There's a lot of things that have had to slow down. But while TMZ has had to fall back, the YouTubers are still YouTubing, right? To a certain extent. Because I've been punching holes through a lot of their crap, and their stories have just kind of been falling apart. They kind of have. They kind of been falling apart. But I wanted to just get into this right quick, this part of the crazy, because Corey called out the lead attorney, and then the next thing you know, they got started. So it all started with the lead attorney, right? And he says, Corey Holcomb calls me out for lying. Okay, here are the receipts. And so this was the broadcast. Now I want you to look at this broadcast. 16,000 likes. Now understand this, the lead attorney has a channel with over 600,000 subscribers, over 500,000 subscribers. And he's doing all of this, giving legal advice and giving legal commentary. And he shows up dressed in his suits, and he sells such a brilliant image, right? So this was February 11th. It started here, right? And so Corey called him out. Corey called him a liar, and he's reviewing it, and he says, well, let's read the description. And I mean, this was number 14 for hyped videos online. He got 1.2 million hype points. Who gets 1.2 million hype points? Hey, Tange. I want y'all to look at these analytics. This is insane. This is the description from the lead attorney's video. Corey Holcomb calls me out for lying. Okay, here are the receipts. And he adds, at Corey Holcomb 5150 land, puts in the hashtag 5150 nation. This thing got 16,000 likes. Man, that's a lot of likes. That's a lot of prominence in the algorithm. It got 282,176 views. That's over 250,000 views. And all of this went down February 11th. Number 14 for hyped videos. The hype points, right? 1.2 million hype points. They barely let me get hype points. I'm grateful when I can get 1,000 hype points. 1.2 million? That's insane. You know how many people you got to get to hype your video? To get 1.2 million hyped videos? Thank you, Alina. We appreciate it. And anybody who's willing to hype our videos, we would appreciate it. We need it. Look, tell me we don't need it. This guy is getting 1.2 million. Tell me we don't need it. Corey did what with I'm sick of them playing with you. Listen to me. Listen to me. This isn't about me defending Corey in any way. This is about me pointing out the new media, YouTube, mafia that are all working together. I knew the second that I saw this video hit that there was going to be a chain. There was going to be a chain reaction. And I almost had it all picked out. But even when I heard his commentary, I said, I'm telling you, those receipts is funny. And I bet you he tried to play, he tried to do the flim flam on Corey's lawyer. I bet you he tried it. just so they could take it and turn it around. Because let's be clear, if you're not going to use recordings, messages, things of that nature, if you're not going to use it for content, you just won't. All right, now, look at what it says in the description. Corey Holcomb is confused. At Corey Holcomb 5150 Land, I don't ever drop receipts like this, especially when it exposing. Now, when it's, especially when it exposing something I was trying to keep quiet. That's funny for a lawyer. He missed that. This all started, of course, with the Anton situation. And then he tags Antoine Donaldson into it. And so, do y'all see it? What you talking about here, Jessica? I'll let you go because I'm listening to everywhere. Hear me out. I just need to know how you hold it down. Wow. Oh, and well, thank you, King Corey. You keep receipts and you keep it real. Been listening to you since 2020, tell the truth, and now everyone's catching up. Love the live. Keep doing you. Well, thank you, Corey. Appreciate you. You door dashing? Well, door dash, baby. Just listen. I'm Joe to see you. Don't talk. Just listen. So this is where it all started, right? And I knew, oh, you're texting and driving? As long as it's voice to text, be safe. Okay, so, anywho's it. All right, I think I'm missing some things. And Jessica, by the way, welcome to Jag Nation. I know I'd have missed a few things. Okay, King Corey, let's make sure we're liking this here. Okay, I don't want to get anything. All right, now, who is, I don't know why someone is reporting Miss Jessica. Miss Jessica is new and she is a member. Y'all better stop playing in my chat. Who is that? A minion? One of Poetic Flacco's minions? Because I'm certain that with the thumbnail that I got up there, that I'm going to be getting some weirdos. Now, anyway, like I was saying, it all started here, okay? Then I popped over here. O'Shea Duke Jackson. Now, he's not so much. But you see, the lead attorney, that was February 11th, that happened that evening. This clearly was the very next day. February 12th, 2026. We have 47,030 views. We have 2.1K likes. And what's that? 2.9K hyped points. All right, so we'll just take that and add that to the 1.2 million, okay, that the lead attorney already got. I guess the whole network went and they pumped his video up to make sure that his video went everywhere so that they could all say, do this story. The lead attorney, destruction of Corey is hard to watch. I mean, they are really just like, ooh, that O'Shea Duke Jackson, that's the one that Corey calls Okie Dokie. Now it's interesting because when it comes to O'Shea, I cannot say that I have a problem with him. I won't say that I've ever wanted to see him as a problem. Somebody talking about Corey thin-skinned as a MF, right? Because of all of the stuff that O'Shea had to say. Now, O'Shea, he's Manosphere. He was attached to Kevin Samuels at one time before Kevin Samuels passed away. I His commentary is kind of interesting, but over the years, I've seen him grow closer and closer to Trashy K, right? And anybody that's like close to her, bigging her up, promoting Trashy K, I kind of look at you sideways, but content creators are content creators. What I tend to notice is people who weren't down with her and then all of a sudden get down with her and then start promoting her and start talking real positive about her and always trying to pump her up and boost her up and avoid talking about the same things she avoids talking about, because for the most part, he's following the company troll line right now. That's what I see from Okie Dokie Jackson. So as you see where it says here, in this video, O'Shea Duke Jackson explains a heated situation between the lead attorney and comedian Corey Holcomb after Corey publicly called the lead attorney a liar and claimed he never gave permission for his lawyer to be interviewed. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. All right, so y'all see how they're passing it along? They're just passing it along. See, this is becoming a chain all through the algorithm. They're making sure this narrative is the only, it's the preferred outlook, right? We go from the lead attorney. Corey Holcomb must be confused. I got receipts, right? Okay. Big burst, this story coming out the starting gate. Then we move down to the lesser channels. And I can't really call O'Shea Duke Jackson a lesser channel because O'Shea Duke Jackson has like 4 or 5 channels. He's pumping out like anywhere from like 4 to 10 videos a day between all of the channels. He's collected at least 250,000 views. Every 1 to 2 days, he's doing about 1 million views a week between all of his channels. 1 million views a week can be anywhere from, all depending on, ad revenue and all of that. Like that could be anywhere from like, 6 to 10K. He could very easily be making like 25 to 30,000 a month with what he's got going on, the way he's pushing it. So, I'm just saying. Corey Holcomb must be confused. I have receipt. The lead attorney. Destruction of Corey Holcomb is hard to watch. And in this video, O'Shea Duke Jackson, he tried to take like a more, you know, uh, he plays the line. He does it really well. Like he'll act like he's not against you, but then he'll just keep taking sucker punch after sucker punch after sucker punch, and then he'll act like he's trying to support you, and then he'll keep taking sucker punch after sucker punch. Like he's very good at being passive aggressive, but it still reeks. So you know what? I'm just, fair use for commentary and criticism and education. This is O'Shea on that bullshit.
I emailed the lead attorney. I'm not going to show you the email. It's not important. I have a good relationship with my brother, the lead. Been knowing him since 2021. I asked him, if he mind if I put a certain facial expression on the thumbnail.
Pause. Now, see, this is where it gets slippery. Because what I'm doing is I'm outlining a conspiracy for disinformation, to disinform the public while defaming and slandering another content creator who also happens to be a public figure. They're the worst type of people, Exactly. Say what you mean and mean what you say. So I want y'all to think about what I'm playing you. Like, really think about what I'm playing you. I want you to listen to the first words that come out of O'Shea's mouth.
I emailed the lead attorney. I'm not going to show you the email. It's not important. I have a good relationship with my brother, the lead. Been knowing him since 2021. Asked him, if he mind if I put a certain facial expression on the thumbnail.
Now I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm showing you, because see, this is why we have receipts, just like the lead attorney has. Or should I say Jameson? It's a nice name. Jameson. Okay. Now, this video comes out February 11th in the evening. O'Shea is in Africa, in Ghana. So that means that he immediately reached out to the lead attorney. Like, the lead attorney is in Atlanta. O'Shea is in Africa. He's in Ghana. So, I believe that's West Africa. So, we're talking at least somewhere between 5 to 8 hours time zone difference somewhere. So if the lead attorney was doing this video on the evening, it was already the morning. So yeah, it was already the morning or approaching morning for O'Shea Jackson. So that means you got online ASAP to email him about this.
I emailed the lead attorney. I'm not going to show you the email. It's not important. I have a good relationship with my brother, the lead. Been knowing him since 2021. Asked him, if he mind if I put a certain facial expression on the thumbnail. And he was real cool about it. And he said, yeah, it's all good. And he told me, in so many words, that he would not waste his time responding to the situation after Corey Holcomb said this.
This mother telling people, yeah, so I called Corey's lawyer and I told Corey's lawyer that Corey said I could talk to you. I'm like, man, what is wrong with this man? Why is this man lying?
Now, this is Corey Holcomb saying that the lead attorney is lying about getting access to his attorney, who Corey Holcomb retained after the TMZ thing.
It is my opinion.
Pause. Okay, Janae, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. It's always good to see you, okay? So y'all understand this, right? Y'all see where all of this is going? The TMZ thing, the lawyer that Corey retained. Do you see the games that they're playing? Do you? Do you? Okay, so let's listen to O'Shea.
The reason he didn't say anything back, because I didn't lie on him. I did not give him permission to talk to my attorney about nothing. And he said I did. And I believe he saw that and knows that to be true, which is why he isn't going all out his way to act like Corey Holcomb is not the man that he say he is.
No, the one thing that is true between Corey Holcomb and the lead attorney is that Corey Holcomb is right. The lead attorney chose not to respond, at least not at that time. And Corey Holcomb was saying the reason why the lead attorney did not respond because he was right about what the lead attorney was trying to do, basically calling the lead attorney a liar. He made a very, very big mistake.
Boom! He made a very, very big mistake. Oh, and by the way, this is the man on the screen. That's the O'Shea. He made a very, very, very big mistake. Why? Why did he make a big mistake? I don't know. Tell us, O'Shea, what was the mistake?
So now, Corey Holcomb walked himself into a really big problem.
For background, Corey, if I represent you as an attorney, I have ethical obligations towards you. If someone wants to interview me about you or your case, I can't just say yes willy-nilly without letting you know. In fact, I have to do a lot more than letting you know. I have to ask for your permission. And not only do I have to ask for your permission, but I have to explain to you the pros and the cons, and I have to make sure that you understand them. And then you have to give me informed consent. You have to consent that I give the interview to whoever wants to interview me.
That's interesting. That's what the lead attorney had to say. But if I go back here, this is what Corey's actual lawyer had to say.
Same thing. On his website, he puts, I have 20 years of experience in the
No,
trenches.
my bad. Wrong clip.
Need to look bad. And I'm just saying, it's like, okay, but this guy lied. See what he did? He said, you remember the part where you said, I'm clear to talk? I'm sure
Right.
you were telling him, yeah, I'm clear to talk.
Right.
What
Well,
about it?
I will break that entire story down. So when he reached out to me, I said, hey, I need to speak to Corey first to see if I'm clear to speak about this. I ultimately learned that he had been on your show. You talked to him. You guys were good friends. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's telling me that, hey, I want to support Corey. Oh, I'm clear for that. You're a good guy. You've been on the show, et cetera, et cetera. Corey's a very busy man. I'm a very busy man. You have to go through the ranks to get to Corey sometimes. So no, Corey did not clear me to talk to him. But at the same time, this guy's saying that he's a friendly guy, and he's saying he's here to support Corey.
Boom. So this guy on the screen, this Jameson guy, the lead attorney. Oh, and by the way, we could use 100 more likes. That would be much appreciated. This guy sat there and kind of like presented himself as an ally to Corey. When he's been doing videos on his channel, like gassing up these YouTube streets, talking about how Corey can be liable and how it's very possible that Antoine could come after him for everything that happened. And then he came back and he did another video. It was funny because all of that happened around the time that TMZ got put on notice, and they kind of had to back up. Then it was also, oh well, Corey has First Amendment rights, and he might not be able to be sued. Like, once again, constantly always going back and forth, playing this passive aggressive information game. I hate when they do that. I really do hate when they do that. But that was just one of the first channels that jumped onto this lead attorney. I have no law license. I sound far away on your end. I shouldn't. So I'm not sure what's going on, Yvonne. Can everyone else hear me okay? I hope so. So that was just stop number one. Stop number two. Whoa. 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 Ticket TV. And actually, I probably should have switched these around. As you can see, the lead attorney went live. Tickets in the United States. I believe he's in Florida. He's not in Africa. So the lead attorney, he hit it up February 11th. And what we got here? Oh, no. Here we go. Ticket TV. He jumped right in there. February 11th. He ain't waste no time, did he? 963 likes, 10,954 views on the 11th of February. 1.5K hype points. Yes, join the channel for perks and donate. Donators over $5,000 can get. I'm still waiting to get one of these $5,000 donations. I'm trying to understand how people who don't do nothing but wait for emails to come from other people so that they can do these disinformation chain ass fucking letters and lie all over people and sit around and read Pacer. Like, I'm still trying to wait to see, when do I get a $5,000 donation? I don't understand this, but let me not sound like I'm hating. It's crazy. Oh, thank you, Grumpy. Yes, I'm doing okay. Like, do you see the way they're hyping this conversation? This hype. He didn't even bother to write a real description for this video. This is a description. The description is donate. Hit me on the Cash App. That's the description. Okay, so fair use. Let's get into Ticket TV on some bullshit.
This time we can record or prepare to record, and record is Friday, anytime after 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and anytime this week.
Oh, pause. This is Ticket TV reading the lead attorneys, aka receipts. Oh, Alina, I know. Listen to me. You give me $5,000 worth of love every time you pop through. I know y'all be trying to hype when they let you hype. I know. Trust me, I know. I'm just trying to figure out where they get these kind of subscribers that can get them $5,000. I don't understand. People tell me I'm crazy. She's a grifter. She's a thief. She's a this because she puts up her cash up. So does he, and he's talking about 5,000. People pay him $100. He makes people pay $100 for a wrench. He makes people buy wrenches. Anyway, so this is Ticket TV reading the receipts from the lead attorney.
This time we can record or prepare to record, and record is Friday, anytime after 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and anytime this weekend, with evenings preferred. So the lead attorney pulled up these receipts on Corey Holcomb. The lead attorney also pulled up receipts of him writing Corey's lawyer in an email, right? And he put the email out here for everybody to see that he had then went and contacted him by email to set up the interview. Now, what happened was, he said that at the end, the last second, Corey's lawyer backed out of the interview, stating that there was a gag order and this, that, and the third. But he then went to try to ether Corey's lawyer by saying, how could he complain about a gag order when Corey told you it was a gag order and you still was talking with Corey openly on Corey's channel?
Pause. Oh, thank you, Yvonne and Alina. Thank you so much, guys. And Lady Classic, you already know it's all scripted. I want you to listen. Do you hear the way he's talking? Do you see the title of the video? OMG, the lead attorney ends Corey Holcomb. He ends him. Now, all of this is right after the lead attorney. Do you see where this is going?
In reference to this situation, when it was supposed to be a gag order. So he says, if you can talk with him, there's no excuses you can't talk with
Pause,
me.
rewind.
And you still was talking with Corey openly on Corey's channel in reference to this situation when it was supposed to be a gag order. So he says, if you can talk with him, there's no excuses. You can't talk with me.
Do you hear this? This is Ticket TV talking about Corey Holcomb's lawyer and what's this and what's that and what's this and what's that. Oh, oh my goodness. Grumpy, it ain't 5,000. But it grab a roach or two. LOL, I have always admired you. I was one of the ghostwriters back in the day that got blackballed, and you were always so kind to me. I'll never forget. You know what? Ghostwriters they don't get the love that they deserve. Me being one of them. You and I, then. Welcome to the other side of being blackballed. A lot of great times in the House of Blues in LA before it shut down. Salute to you. And thank you for that. Thank you. You know, it's always wild when people just say things like that. I've been kind. I've always treated people the way I want to be treated. Thank you. Ghostwriters are the heart of the music industry. You ain't never lied about that. Okay. So anyway, back to what we're saying. This guy, this ticket guy is sitting here and he's talking about Corey Holcomb's lawyer like he knows what the hell he's talking about. He's just running his mouth. Listen.
Out of the interview stating that there was a gag order and this, that, and the third, but he then went to try to ether Corey's lawyer by saying, how could he complain about a gag order when Corey told you it was a gag order and you still was talking with Corey openly on Corey's channel in reference.
By the way, Corey never said anything about a gag order. All he said is that he never gave permission for his lawyer or he never consented to his lawyer doing an interview with the lead attorney, and the lead attorney said that Corey had given consent. And he said, you're a liar. That never happened. That never happened. Nobody's saying there was a gag order. Yeah, this is the same Ticket TV that disrespected the crap out of Natanya, calling her Natalia, being really disrespectful, coming hard at her. And this was back when I still had a wrench on his channel, and when I'm like, hey, dude, what are you doing? She's an actual Diddy victim. She's an actual survivor. What are you doing? Next thing you know, he takes my wrench and he blocks me from the channel. And that's when I knew he was on some bullshit, and the only reason he had me over there was so he could keep me close. Oh my goodness, you should have saw how excited he was to go to the internet to talk about me being in that Ashley Parham lawsuit, and how he was so quick to try to fit me up. Oh my goodness, I had to go over there and say, listen to me, Ticket, drop the link. It's bullshit, it's all lies, and I can prove it. I wasn't there. And there's evidence that I wasn't there. Okay, so let's listen.
Lawyer by saying, how could he complain about a gag order when Corey told you it was a gag order and you still was talking with Corey openly on Corey's channel in reference to this situation when it was supposed to be a gag order. So he says, if you can talk with him, there's no excuses. You can't talk with me. Right? And he says again, he was trying to defend Corey Holcomb. But he said Corey basically burned his own bridges. And now he had to come out and basically ether Corey. And Corey, it's a lot of people in the comment section of that video right now with the lead attorney that's going absolutely in on Corey Holcomb and slamming him and calling him a liar and everything else. Now, I saw the live stream last night with Corey on the 5150 show. I seen all the stuff people were saying in the comments. They were absolutely ruthless with Corey in the comments. Now, you had a lot of people that was getting memberships and joining the channel, so Corey had a lot of support where people was doing that, but he had a lot of people that was in that comment section that was going in off of the recent things that have been revealed online, you know what I'm saying, from the dude Flacco that made that video. But this situation...
From the dude Flacco. From the dude Flacco. Poetic Flacco. Right? Do y'all see where I'm going? Do y'all see where I'm going? It's amazing.
I streamed last night with Corey on the 5150 show. I seen all the stuff people were saying in the comments.
Now, I want you to understand this. You heard what he said last night. February 11th was the day after the 5150 show. They had been coming hard body at Corey and his entire platform for a week straight. He had been getting pummeled with all of the voice recordings. They went in on him the whole weekend. I don't think anyone was expecting Corey to show up that Tuesday. I think that they were hoping that he wasn't going to be on his own show that he's been at every Tuesday since forever. They were also still lying, saying that Darlene had quit. They were, they had pushed that whole story out all over the weekend. Darlene got monetized damn near overnight because of all of the lies that they told about. Darlene was like, quit, come back. I never left. I was in the building when everything was going down. Why is everybody, so I think it killed their narrative. So what did they do? The very next day, they came with a new narrative. Corey said something about the lead attorney and how the lead attorney had lied on him. So boom, this became the storyline that they were going to come back. They were going to come back. What truth bombs has Corey been dropping for them to go so hard? Maybe his Backdooriah claims ain't just jokes. Maybe he's been exposing some things that some people don't want him to expose, But I want y'all to think about that. They came at him hard body. They came at the show. Darlene was supposed to be quitting. It was supposed to be this. It was supposed to be that. Turns out none of it was right. And then boom, the next day, they're back on it.
Absolutely ruthless with Corey in the comments. Now, you had a lot of people that was getting memberships and joining the channel, so Corey had a lot of support where people was doing that, but he had a lot of people that was in that comment section that was going in off of the recent things that have been revealed online, you know what I'm saying, from the dude Flacco that made that video. But this situation right here, man, it's a bad look because the lead attorney says you sitting around here telling people that people are trying to ruin your reputation and they're saying things to ruin you, but look at what you did to me. Look at how you did my reputation, is what the lead attorney said. And the lead attorney said basically he put Corey Holcomb on notice, man. And I'm talking about the way he did that, y'all, was so eloquently, the way he ethered Corey, man. It ain't nothing else Corey can say, because now this is an issue between Corey either and his lawyer, or because if Corey didn't give his lawyer permission, then Corey's lawyer would have been out of pocket. You know what I'm saying?
You hear this? This guy, this lead attorney guy, gets online. He does this big show. And now everybody's got an opinion. Now I want you all to look. Oh, Grumpy Nuck. Just FYI, this is... Got it. You were there in Austin when Amir wanted to sign me. But need that T that says Jaguar Wright. Understood. 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 You want to know what's funny? You not getting signed by Amir might not have been such a bad thing after all when you look at how it turned out. And I understand about being, being removed from the world. Trust me, it's happened to me. They fixed it up. Just don't lose you. Salute to you. And thanks for being here. Appreciate you. You making me get sentimental. Now, back to what I was saying. So, we got the lead attorney. He does his thing on the 11th. Ticket TV comes behind him. He does his thing on the 11th. We got O'Shea Duke Jackson. We already know he coming in hard body on the 12th. Hold on a second. Oh, by the way, I just want you guys to look at some of these comments. Now, this is on Ticket's channel. Back in the middle, 843 says, I just watched the lead attorney's response, and honestly, it was a good breakdown. If anything, he was fair to Corey and even gave him the benefit of the doubt in spots. That's why the whole thing feels like a moment where Corey needs to sit down and reset. When you're getting hit from multiple angles, that's when mistakes start stacking up. And right now, Corey looks like blase, blase, blase. Well, they wrote a whole sonnet about how wrong Corey is and how he's this and how he's that and how the lead attorney was doing this and the lead attorney was doing that. Well, I mean, these comments. Oh, what does this one say? So either Corey's attorney is lying and he needs to get a new one, or Corey himself is lying. Laughing face emoji. That got 6 replies. Then we have lead attorney, I got your back, Corey. Corey, F you, that blah, 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 blah. Oh, I mean, they're in here. They just going. Now we get to this clown. So are we seeing how this is going? First, you got the lead attorney who's going in, and then you got February 11th. We got Ticket TV. He hits it up. Now here comes Poetic Flacco. He's got a couple 100,000 subscribers. By the way, all of these people have a couple 100,000 subscribers. The lead attorney has the most. So the lead attorney, he's sitting on like 6. Poetic Flacco, he's sitting on like 3 or 4. Ticket TV, he's like approaching 200 or somewhere around 200. And then you got O'Shea Duke Jackson, he's got like 2, 3, 4. So right now, between all of them, we're talking 1.5 million easy. This story went out to 1.5 million easy overnight. Corey has less than 500,000 subscribers. I think Corey might have 300 or so, 200 or 300 or so. I want y'all to look at how he's outnumbered in this conversation. He gets on his platform, he says what he has to say, he tells his truth, and then he has, now let's be clear, lead attorney, Ticket TV, O'Shea Duke Jackson, and now we have Poetic Flacco. Do y'all see the immediate turnaround time? Corey went live on that Tuesday, and this Wednesday, boom, they in it. Boom, 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 boom. Look at the description. Look at the title of this video that he's got. Corey Holcomb gets humiliated and exposed. Again. He is finished. You know, the power of the tongue. Something else. Power of the tongue is something else. See, they want him finished. They want him gone. They want him up out of here. They don't want to make it seem like they're doing this intentionally, but they are. And that's why I'm sitting here with you guys right now, because I'm proving that there is a conspiracy, that there is a chain of command. What did O'Shea say? What's the first thing that...
I emailed the lead attorney. I'm not going to show you the email. It's not important. I have a good relationship with my brother, the lead. Been knowing him since 2021. Asked him, if he mind if I put a certain facial expression on the thumbnail.
They're strategizing in the backdrop. They're creating the narrative for how they want to destroy someone's character, voice, and platform online. That's what they're doing. Federally, it only takes 2 people to make a conspiracy. Right now, I got 4. I got 4 people working this story. Working this. All about Corey and his lawyer. And meanwhile, let's make it very clear, they're not just attacking Corey's character, they're attacking his lawyer's character as well. They're trying to make his lawyer seem like he's inept in some way, trying to make his lawyer seem... Let's not even look. Let's look at the description here. My full course on how to grow on YouTube. Flacco News. Oh, salute. What you talking about, Grumpy? Thanks again. I remember when Corey came to LA, lest we not forget these people in these secret societies. The Boule are real folks. And they got me in prison because I wasn't going. Conspiracy is their MO. I need to screenshot that. And if I were y'all watching, I would screenshot it too. Just like they put me in jail. This stuff is real. This stuff is hella real, what they do. Look at this guy. Book a consultation with me. I'll create a custom growth strategy for you. YouTube channel and or career in entertainment / music. Who the fuck is this guy? He's sitting over here pandering. That's what he's doing. He's pandering. He actually showed one of his YouTube studio just a couple months back, how he made he grossed $90,000 $90,000 from all of his YouTube shenanigans and his backdrop. Like that, he made $90,000 in a month. In a month, in a 28-day cycle. Tell me that ain't wild. And he can teach you how to do it, just like his mentor taught him how to do it. You know who his mentor is? This weirdo. Adam 22, whose father got pardoned for all kinds of wild stuff. Adam 22 is his rabbi. That's his little human god that he worships and serves. He actually has a whole video, Flocky, talking about how Adam 22 changed his life forever, grabbed him up, put him under his wing, and offered him a job making $75,000 a year. And now he's not making $75,000 a year. He made $90,000 in a month. Meanwhile, he does a lot of commentary on LA gang matters, and a lot of people in the LA gangs think that Poetic Flacco ain't nothing but a snitch for the government. People have recently been talking about Adam 22 as a snitch for the government. This is the guy who put Poetic Flacco on. And y'all see this because you remember Set in the West did a video about the fight. Y'all remember the fight? We talked about it. It was really disgusting. Adam 22 is the guy on the left, and the Love guy, the Jason Love guy, he's the guy on the right. The woman in the corner is Adam 22's wife. And guess what? She's banging the black guy. And he got into a fight with the black guy, and the black guy knocked him out. This is him. With the ref trying to bring him back. Because he gone. The guy had just screwed his wife and then he knocked him out. This is him. This is who. Yeah, the Lena woman. Y'all remember? They running around talking about people's character. This is who you bang with, G. This is who that poetic weirdo bangs with. This is the guy who put him on. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I guess it's okay. I don't know. I don't know. They're all weird. They're all real weird to me. So fair use for commentary, educational purposes, criticism. Poetic Flacco on some BS.
Corey Holcomb just got humiliated and exposed really, really, really badly. Like, at this point, I don't know where Corey Holcomb goes from here, because every episode he does, he makes himself look even worse. And like most things Corey Holcomb, as of lately, it's all self-inflicted. So Corey Holcomb, right, really put his foot in his mouth this time around, man. On his last podcast, last couple episodes, I would say, he been picking a fight with a literal lawyer called the lead attorney. And the crazy part about it, the attorney gave Corey a pass. He probably realized, man, Corey a little slow. He's not that bright. He's probably getting himself in a lot more trouble than is really worth as of now. He got way too many enemies. I don't really need to pile on Corey Holcomb. He's going to end himself. But Corey took...
Do you hear this guy? He has become, I'll give it to him, a class A disinformationist. Like this Flacco kid. He's so fat, his arms are short. Like when he's in his videos, he's so, it's tight. And when he talks like he has like little pockets of feces hidden in his cheeks, like a squirrel. Hold on, wait a second. What you say here, Grumpy? No real gang members mess with these guys. Us OGs have been revealing their Masonic games, the checkerboard, all manipulative. But we click through right. Click through right. There's a split with the Lokes who ain't going. These are very interesting times right now, aren't they, Grumpy? Especially with Big U gone. These are really, 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 really interesting times. Man. Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you, Alina, this guy is a mess. This Flacco guy is a mess. But you know what? Before we go any further, actually, no. Let's just go further. Let's get back into it.
Lawyers' goodwill for weakness. And instead of taking the good grace and goodwill, Corey came back to pop it further about the lawyer. So it all started on his podcast a couple of episodes ago, where Corey Holcomb was apparently mad at the attorney for speaking on or criticizing Corey for harassing Anton Daniels.
Came up to our show. His name, I'm going to take the chance and say his name. His name was the lead attorney. I said something about him because I saw him say, "Oh, Corey said it's okay for me to talk to his lawyer." Now, ever since I said what I said about the lead attorney, I haven't seen him say anything back. And it is my opinion. The reason he didn't say anything back because I didn't lie on him. I did not give him permission to talk to my attorney about nothing. And why he isn't going all out his way to act like Corey Holcomb is not the man that he say he is. That's what I believe. I believe he has some type of moral strand inside of him that knows I wasn't lying on him. I didn't give nobody permission to do nothing.
Corey could have let this go, but Corey decided he didn't want to let it go. You came on 1 week and you called this man a liar and out of his name because you were angry. And then you came back for a second week and called him a liar again. He took the kindness for weakness, right? So, because either A, Corey Holcomb is a liar, or the lawyer that he presented and was crying to on his podcast is a liar. But either way, the liar is not the attorney, it's his team.
So you're upset with me because I said on the live stream that you had given me permission to talk to your attorney, that you had cleared that interview. So we're going to see right now whether you cleared it or not. And let me say, I have been on YouTube for about 5 years, and I don't think I have ever done this. I have never gone back and showed receipts. I have never showed DMs because I haven't needed to. I'm not like some of these other YouTubers out here who just talk to talk. I take this very seriously.
This dude and claim that this dude was saving his life. Well, the messages that the attorney is about to show proves that he didn't lie at all. That either Corey is lying or Corey got to fire his attorney because the attorney ain't trustworthy.
So you gave me permission.
By the way, have you not noticed there's a theme about how Corey needs to fire his attorney? Corey needs to fire his attorney. I find it funny that they're going after Corey's attorney because Corey's attorney is the one that's going after is going after TMZ and making sure that TMZ are properly held liable for all of the shenanigans that they play. But now everything is there's something wrong with Corey's lawyer. There's something wrong with Corey's lawyer. Do you see the subliminal attack? How they were, and they all keep saying the same thing. Now remember, we got O'Shea emailing. You got Ticket talking about, because Poetic Flacco did the video. Now, mind you, he's sitting there talking about Poetic Flacco did the video. But let's look. Let's look at this timeline. The lead attorney did his video. Ticket TV said Poetic Flacco. So we got the lead attorney first. We got Poetic Flacco 7. Oh, and by the way, he got 9.2K hype points. Then we get the Ticket. Right? Ticket, he came in after, because don't forget, he mentioned Poetic Flacco's video. All of this happened February 11th in the evening. One after the other, after the other, after the other. This is a coordinated attack on the algorithm. Like, this isn't days. This is all in the same day. All in the same day. Wait a second. Grumpy, you blessing this channel. Thank you, love. Grumpy says, could it be that all those times Corey was talking about dealing with the tadpoles, he was revealing what he was witnessing in LA? LOL. If you've ever been to those parties, then you know the sickness. And if you know the guy, he doesn't indulge. That part, Grumpy. I keep telling people, they don't like the Backdooriah conversation. They don't like it. They don't like it at all. No, they do not. Majesty, you can have whatever opinion you want to have about Corey Holcomb. This isn't about Corey Holcomb. We're talking about, because the same people that are coming after him are the same people that have come after me. Her Majesty. They're the same people. They're all working together. It doesn't matter if you're wrong. It doesn't matter if you're right. The problem is whether or not there is a conspiracy to attack people, to slander people, and to go after people. And once again, this video isn't talking about what happened with Christina. This video isn't talking about the voice clips that came out. We're not talking about any of that. We're talking about the simple fact that Corey made a statement that the lead attorney had lied on him. The lead attorney had misled the public. This is what we're talking about. It's not basically character assassination. It is character assassination. And it's done in a very organized and orchestrated manner. See, that's the problem. Those voice clips have been around forever. The manner in which they went to put all of that together, for y'all to hear all of that, for y'all to hate them, goes to prove people are working very hard to create this, because this stuff has been sitting out here for years. It's been sitting out here for years. These things that Corey has said, been sitting out here for years. So why now? Yeah, it's a real psyop, Mel. It's a very, very, very real psyop. Flaco means skinny in Latin. Yeah, yeah, he far from it. He far from it. Honey, that boy is so fat. His poor mouth. Let's get back to the fair use, fair use.
Well, the messages that the attorney is about to show proves that he didn't lie at all. That either Corey is lying or Corey got to fire his attorney because the attorney ain't trustworthy.
So I hit you, gave me permission to talk to him. He can be on my show. I can interview him. And you were the only person that can give him that permission. This is what it says in black and white. But what are you going on your show and saying?
People, and this is how you go from being a reputable character online to exposing, humiliating, and ruining your credibility in 24 hours. This is how you do it. And the thing, and the worst part about this too, he didn't have to, Corey didn't have to do this. This was literally avoidable. Even if Corey thought that the lawyer was lying, right? Because his attorney never told him and the attorney actually lied. Even if he thought so, most people wouldn't even address it or care. But because Corey Holcomb is so obsessed with trying to present himself as a victim, trying to present himself as like on the receiving end of this grand conspiracy of multiple content creators and TMZ trying to attack him and get him out.
Do you hear this? See, this is where it gets clever. Because now everything that he's saying is to make the public disbelieve that they're all working together to come after him. Listen to how he slipped this in.
Wouldn't even address it or care. But because Corey Holcomb is so obsessed with trying to present himself as a victim, trying to present himself as like on the receiving end of this grand conspiracy of multiple content creators and TMZ trying to attack him and get him out of here because he's spilling too much truth. That's why he brought up the fact that the attorney lied. Most people would have said, "Huh? Wait. I just."
Did y'all hear that? Let's get in there.
This grand conspiracy of multiple content creators and TMZ trying to attack him and get him out of here because he's spilling too much truth. That's why he brought up the fact that the attorney lied. The victim trying to present himself as like on the receiving end of this grand conspiracy of multiple content creators and TMZ trying to attack him and get him out of here because he's spilling too much truth. That's why he brought up the fact that the attorney lied. Most people would have said, "Huh? Wait. I just."
Y'all hear that? See, that's how disinformationists work. They tell you just enough of the truth, and then they switch the narrative. Grumpy. Not condoning Corey's actions over the years, just saying that he is crying out about what he has witnessed in La La Land and how they are, obfuscation. Yeah, the real truth. I pray he heals and hasn't harmed anyone, but they scared. Oh yeah, without a doubt. So he did or he did not hit the lady and tried to blame TMZ for it. Okay. See, sweetheart, I'm going to tell you this right now. What Corey Holcomb did with Christina Payne was he lifted his hand and he did what we called mugging. He called it muffing. Some people call it mushing. He didn't strike her with a closed fist and he didn't slap her across her face. She had no bruises on her at all. I can go and I can pull up a video of Jay-Z doing the exact same thing to a young woman right here on YouTube right now. Why ain't nobody going after him? And it's funny because when people first started coming at him saying, we saw this video of how you put your hands on that girl, because you know what, they said the same thing. Jay-Z punched somebody. Jay-Z punched a woman in the face, whatever the case may be. I don't know how much money he paid the girl, but you know what though? He said, I was just mugging her. And then he said, oh, I've known her a long time. We was just playing. And the girl, it said the same thing. Oh, he didn't mean anything by it. We was just playing. But if you look at the video, and if I show you the video, it's the exact same thing that Corey Holcomb did to Christina Payne. Now, what say you about that? Like, if we're going to be going after people, and you can ask all the questions that you want, I'm just letting you know. The very thing that people are going crazy about Corey Holcomb doing with Christina Payne is the exact same thing that Sean Carter did to a young woman, and it's right here on YouTube back in the early 2000s. And all he had to do was tell everybody, yeah, she was a fan. She was a fan. And all he had to do was tell everybody that they was just playing, and they was roughhousing, and he was just playing, and the whole thing went away. So if Corey says, hey, I was just playing with her, is everybody going to forgive him and leave him alone? Like, it's the double standards for me that I have an issue with. But the biggest problem when it comes to the Christina Payne situation is all people are doing is looking at the image, and they're not paying attention to everything that actually happened. This wasn't the first time that she came at him. She had been coming to him for quite some time. And he's not the only person that she's done this with. She put a shiny, sharp object with a handle in it in her own boyfriend, the very boyfriend that was there that night in this image, tussling with Corey Holcomb in her defense after she spit in his face and stuck her fingers in his face and said, F your mother. She did everything that she could do. And guess what? When the whole thing broke out and they got her away, she was busy trying to get back to it because she wanted to get more involved. She was hoping that she could get him to hit her for real so she would have something. There are court transcripts that I'm trying to get my hands on right now where you can hear what the judge had to say about all of this. And if she was so innocent, why did the judge put a restraining order on her? Like, they all have a restraining order, so can't nobody come near nobody. I've never heard of a victim having a restraining order put on them in defense of their so-called assailant. She had been doing it, Lady Classic, just like she did to the guy in Washington, D.C., and just like she tried to do to her boyfriend, who also has a restraining order against her because she tried to lie and flip it and say that he was the one that hurt her, and that's why she had to stick that shiny object in him. And she also accused her own boyfriend of graping her. And she also has a history of extreme pharmaceutical abuse. And she also deals pharmaceuticals. Like, this is not, we you know, right outrage, wrong victim. I feel the same way about Christina Payne that I feel about Megan Thee Stallion. The same way. You're absolutely right. That's insane. Yes, I couldn't agree more. But this is what we got going on in the world. Like I said, I'm sitting here showing you the reason why everything is so outrageous is because you have so many voices saying it at the same time. And they weren't just saying it here on YouTube. They were saying it over there on Instagram. They were saying it over there on TikTok. They were saying it on Twitter. They were saying it on Facebook. They had a whole army of people. And let's not forget, the same lawyer that allegedly set up Tory Lanez is the same lawyer that's representing Christina against Corey, who's friends with TMZ. Not knowing all of the facts. That's where it gets a little tricky. It's easy to convince people to hate someone. It's so much harder to get people to just simply listen to the truth and believe it. That's why I do what I do. Not because I'm defending a man, not because I'm defending what came out of his mouth, not because I'm defending his actions, because in my opinion, who was wrong in this situation here on this screen? The both of them. The both of them. She should have never stepped to a grown man like she was trying to fight a grown man. And he should have kept his temper for a second and remembered she's not worth it. But when you keep trying somebody and you keep trying somebody and you keep trying somebody, eventually they lose their patience. Now, one last time, I just want to make sure you guys hear this Flacco guy. One last time. Because I don't want y'all to lose sight of what's actually happening here. Oh, and just to be clear, these are the comments from Flacco's page. Arrogance and no morals finally catching up. Talking about Corey. When Corey stresses the phrase, I believe, it's always delusion. He's really crazy. See, they want people to believe he's crazy. They want people to believe that. So nobody believes all the other things. I want y'all to think about some of the super chats that Grumpy has shared with us here on this live. Because he knows it like I know it. He's speaking against the same people that I'm speaking against. This is what they do. They'll do anything to make the public hate you so they won't listen to any of the real things that you have had to say. You've just sat here and you've just listened to him talk about his experience and how he got set up. Oh, the 60s warned Corey about that situation, told him never do that. People don't know what she and others were doing to him. What you don't see in that video is who rolled up after to calm him down and keep him alive. Oh, that part. See, and this is why I love having people around that were there. I told y'all, I've been talking to people that were there. I told y'all. Like, people don't know. And Majesty, I hope you're hearing. I hope you're listening. I hope you're hearing. I hope you're listening. Just like I hope. But thank you for telling us about these. You know what, backwards. We knew. We need to know. Yeah, what? We need to know about. Yeah, I want to steer clear and far away from all. Oh, trust me, Yvonne. You do. You do. But just one last time. Poetic
Most
Flacco.
people wouldn't even address it or care, but because Corey Holcomb is so obsessed with trying to present himself as a victim, trying to present himself as like on the receiving end of this grand conspiracy of multiple content creators and TMZ trying to attack him and get him out of here because he's spilling too much truth. That's why he brought up the fact that the attorney lied. Most people would have said, "Huh? Wait. I just."
They tell on themselves all the time if you listen. Now, just in case y'all don't remember, me and Flacco bumped up against each other last year in commentary. Sure did. Let me see if I can pull it up. Do I have it in here? You know, it was when we first started going over the DeMaurice Hadley story. Y'all remember? This video I grabbed from Flacco's page. Flacco was the one that I first saw go out of his way to sell that story. He was sitting there. He was sitting there saying that Javon was a deadbeat and a bum. Yes, DeMaurice and Javon. This was the first place that I saw that video pop up, and then I started seeing it pop up. But Flacco was one of the first ones. When this video first came online, the only thing anybody was talking about, they were trying to sell it. Yes, and it was AI. Y'all remember we did the breakdown. I grabbed the video and we sat here and we worked it out and we broke it down. And because of that video, Flacco had to do a slight retraction because he was sitting here and he was advocating for Desiree, saying that DeMaurice was brainwashed and Javon was a bum. And guess what? Look at what happened. Look at what happened. We got Defending Your Freedom out there. And look at what happened. Going to trial this year for DeMaurice's case. And guess what? Javon's case, I know I didn't get it wrong. It has been dropped because don't forget they were coming after DeMaurice and they were coming after Javon. They had to drop the case against Javon. I think there was enough noise made to make the case. But Flacco was one of the first to try to push that narrative, just like he's doing it. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. Arrogance and no morals. Like, this is what these people do. And meanwhile, this is who he's running with. Now, after we made it through all of that, Corey went live tonight. And guess who was there? His lawyer. The very lawyer that they've been sitting there talking all kinds of crap about. Saying this about Corey, saying that about Corey, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. All of these guys going out of their way to make their little stories. What you got to say, Grumpy? Hey, Flacco, since I know you watching, tell them how you hiding and acting like you not scared of the OGs. You scared. I have to screenshot that one. You hear that, Flacco? That message is for you. You know, I believe he's probably watching too, because they said that he was over there at 5150 tonight in Corey Holcomb's chat on his burner account. I wonder how many people he had over there. I wonder. I wonder. But you know what? Let's listen to what Corey's lawyer and Corey had to say tonight. Fair use. Fair use.
Need to look bad. And I'm just saying, it's like, okay, but this guy lied. See what he did? He said, you remember the part where you said, I'm clear to.
Oh, and by the way, I appreciate everyone that's here. We could use 200 more likes. That would be awesome. And to our number one donor tonight, Grumpy, thank you. And I hope I get to see you again. I do. I got an email address. It's my name, jaguarwright@gmail.com. Make sure you send me an email. Something tells me we got some stuff to talk about offline.
Need to look bad. And I'm just saying, it's like, okay, but this guy lied. See what he did? He said, you remember the part where you said, I'm clear to talk? I'm sure
Right.
you were telling him, yeah, I'm clear to talk.
Right.
What
Well,
about it?
I will break that entire story down. So when he reached out to me, I said, hey, I need to speak to Corey first to see if I'm clear to speak about.
Pause. Now, I want you to understand, I want to make sure I have this in full context. This is the attorney that all of these content creators we've been talking about, who've been talking, who we've been reviewing their commentary, talking about this lawyer. This is the actual lawyer speaking.
I ultimately learned that he had been on your show. You talked to him. You guys were good friends. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's telling me that, hey, I want to support Corey. Oh, I'm clear for that. You're a good guy. You've been on the show, et cetera, et cetera. Corey's a very busy man. I'm a very busy man. You have to go through the ranks to get to Corey sometimes. So, no, Corey did not clear me to talk to him. But at the same time, this guy's saying that he's a friendly guy. And he's saying he's here to support Corey. And I know what to say on a lawyer's show and what not to say. And anything I'm going to say is just going to help Corey.
Pause. Now, the lead attorney, we heard him say earlier that Corey's lawyer said that he'd given him permission. Does that sound anything like what he's saying now?
No, Corey did not clear me to talk to him. But at the same time, this guy's saying that he's a friendly guy. And he's saying he's here to support Corey. And I know what to say on a lawyer's show and what not to say. And anything I'm going to say is just going to help Corey. So I didn't think it was a big deal. But this guy, he took that to say that I did something unethical. Unethical would be I settled Corey's case without his permission. I filed a lawsuit without running it by Corey. We're talking about a news interview, right? Lawyers get on the news at the drop of a dime every freaking day. It's not a big deal. But when you're dealing with this YouTube guy, he's gonna take something small, right? Just to get clicks, likes, comments, and subscribes.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, this guy's engaging in the unauthorized practice of the law, which is illegal. So for him to comment on me, I was just a little bit taken aback and surprised.
So I want to welcome you to the cold-blooded fuck shit YouTube game.
I see. It's practice of the law, which is illegal. So for him to comment on me, he's going to take something small, right? Just to get clicks, likes, comments, and subscribes.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, this guy's engaging in the unauthorized practice of the law, which is illegal. So for him to comment on me, I was just a little bit taken aback and surprised.
So I want to welcome you to the cold-blooded fuck shit YouTube game.
I see. This is worse than court.
Yeah, it's have-nots
Right.
trying to build position in society because they have no position in society. My position in society comes from being a stand-up comedian over 30 years. Your position in society comes from actually practicing law and watch
Right.
this, helping people.
Right.
Helping people. I know
Right.
who you are, Brother Derek. Months for this office.
$7.98. No
He got a
joke.
mailbox for $7.98, perpetrating like he's. Listen, if you could read those signs that are up there, I encourage you to screenshot that.
Do y'all see this? Do y'all know what that is? Do y'all know what that is? What this place is? This is the lead attorney's office. This is his off. This is his front door. He don't even got a ring cam. This is the lead attorney's office.
Cents.
No
He
joke.
got
A mailbox for $7.98, perpetrating like he's. Listen, if you could read those signs that are up there, I encourage you to screenshot that and read those signs. This guy is fooling so many out of Trap Out.
That's right.
I mean,
And
come on,
it's
man.
exactly what he's doing. I mean, if you look at those law books, those things might be hollow. My books are real back here. Not all law books, but they are real. I don't know if that's a green screen. Every time I see his degree, I have to squint my eyes.
Yeah.
You know, this guy is, I mean,
Was he able to operate? I mean, was he able to activate some type of law degree this week?
no, I mean, I called the bar today and his
Okay.
license is inactive. I called because, see, I found it online that it was inactive. Then I saw some stuff that said it was active. So
To activate.
Rewind. Now let's get into the good stuff. Lead attorney ain't even got no license. He ain't even got no license.
they are real. I don't know if that's a green screen. Every time I see his degree, I have to squint my eyes.
Yeah.
You know, this guy is, I mean,
Was he able to operate? I mean, was he able to activate some type of law degree this week?
no, I mean, I called the bar today and his
Okay.
license is inactive. I called because, see, I found it online that it was inactive. Then I saw some stuff that said it was active. So, you know, I don't want to say anything about somebody, unlike him, that I don't fully vet, which is why I called the state bar, talked to Ms. Rachel, who's a part of the state bar membership department, and said his license is inactive. And if you go to his website, he's giving divorce advice and charging people for it. So,
And that's illegal, right?
That's every lawyer knows that. Every lease in court, we say exhibits. So, you know, I mean, this guy's a joke, man. I can't believe he mentioned my name. He didn't research me well enough. Couldn't have.
Most of the YouTube guys need the knowledge that's real because most of the people on YouTube don't know. Look, if you know anything about America, most people read at a 6th grade level. If you know anything about America, most people are not critical thinkers. So they actually think that presentation he gave meant that he was right. But I watched the presentation, I was like, what did he say that would make people think that what I said is not 1000% the truth?
Did y'all hear that? I haven't had the same number or the same phone in a few years. There's been a lot that's been going on. But shoot me that email. jaguarwright@gmail.com. Let's catch up from there. Lady Classic says fake lawyer. Ooh, about him. It's just fake. Is it supposed to be in jail by now? Oh, I, listen to me. Let's listen. Just one. See. Oh, and by the way, Ticket TV. This is what you call ethering somebody.
Any out of trap out.
That's right.
I mean,
And
come on,
it's
man.
exactly what he's doing. I mean, if you look at those law books, those things might be hollow. My books are real back here. Not all law books, but they are real. I don't know if that's a green screen. Every time I see his degree, I have to squint my eyes.
Yeah.
You know, this guy is. I mean,
Was he able to operate? I mean, was he able to activate some type of law degree this week?
No, I mean, I called the bar today and his
Okay.
license is inactive. I called because, see, I found it online that it was inactive, but then I saw some stuff that said it was active. So, you know, I don't want to say anything about somebody, unlike him, that I don't fully vet, which is why I called the state bar, talked to Ms. Rachel, who was a part of the state bar membership department, and said his license is inactive. And if you go to his website, he's giving divorce advice and charging people for it. So,
And that's illegal, right?
That's every lawyer knows that. Every leads in court, we say exhibits. So, you know, I mean, this guy's a joke, man. I can't believe he mentioned my name. He didn't research me well enough. Couldn't have.
Most of the YouTube guys need the knowledge that's real because most of the people on YouTube don't know. Look, if you know anything about America, most people read at a 6th grade level. If you know anything about America, most people are not critical thinkers. So they actually think that presentation he gave meant that he was right. But I watched the presentation. I was like, what did he say that would make people think that what I said is not 1000% the truth?
Oh, and just a little caveat. One last thing.
Thing. On his website, he puts, I have 20 years of experience in the trenches of Atlanta, Georgia, practicing family law, et cetera, et cetera. I pulled the Fulton County court records, and he's only done 10 divorces in 25 years. On file, Fulton County is in Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yes.
And the last case that he worked on was in 2019. So, I mean, this guy, look, this guy cannot be trusted. And if you do trust him, buyers beware. Beware.
I just want to make sure.
Wait a minute. Rewind.
The main thing. On his website, he puts, I have 20 years of experience in the trenches of Atlanta, Georgia, practicing family law, et cetera, et cetera. I pulled the Fulton County court records, and he's only done 10 divorces in 25 years. On file, Fulton County is in Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yes.
And the last case that he worked on was in 2019. So, I mean, this guy, look, this guy cannot be trusted. And if you do trust him, buyers beware. Beware.
I just want to make sure it's illegal for him to be parading as a lawyer as he does with the classes and everything. That's illegal, right?
That's illegal. He's giving advice. I mean, it's directly on his site. I can read directly. I can go to tab 19, well, slide 19.
What was that?
Look, this guy cannot be trusted. And if you do trust him, buyers beware. Beware.
I just want to make sure it's illegal for him to be parading as a lawyer as he does with the classes and everything. That's illegal, right?
That's illegal. He's giving advice. I mean, it's directly on his site. I can read directly. I can go to tab 19, well, slide 19.
Ooh. On his website. He's selling advice. He's doing all kinds of tricky things. At one point in time, he says he's not a lawyer, but then he's giving legal advice and he's charging people and he's
not be trusted. And if you do trust him, buyers beware.
I just want to
Beware.
make sure it's illegal for him to be parading as a lawyer as he does with the classes and everything. That's illegal, right?
That's illegal. He's giving advice. I mean, it's directly on his site. I can read directly. I can go to tab 19, well, slide 19.
That damn tab 19. That damn tab 19. I don't know. That's a good question, Alina. But what I do want to say to all the content creators who have spent so much time creating all of this motion, all of the content creators who went out of their way to jump on bandwagons, have a whole bunch of stuff to say, you know, like these thumbnails. Corey Holcomb gets humiliated and exposed again. He's finished. I just watched Jameson's, because that's his name. His name is Jameson. I just watched the lead attorney's response, and honestly, it was a good breakdown. Breakdown where, when, what, why, and how, I do not know. What you talking about, Grumpy? Goofy-ish Fulton County may be the most corrupt county in the country outside of Cook and LA. The likely the likeliness of wow, yeah, Fugazi. Indeed, I would have to agree. I've had legal issues pop up against me in Cook County, so I know exactly how crooked Cook County is. I call it Crook County. We already know about LA County, and and Fulton is a mess. Fulton is most definitely a mess. You right about that. Use the same MO and think we don't see it. Insult to our oh, I know, very fugazi, very much so. Very much so. I'm just saying, to all of you content creators, I mean, look at these titles. The lead attorney ends Corey Holcomb. I'm just saying, like, the way they put the lead attorney, destruction of Corey Holcomb is hard to watch. It really is it? Because it seems like you just couldn't wait, O'Shea, to jump in there. But you want to know what though? You want to know what I find funny? You know, they spent all of that time grabbing Corey Holcomb's words to hang him with it. Y'all should hear this, and this comes directly out of Jameson's mouth.
Wait.
Kevin Samuels, man, he used to tell me all the time, he was like, get out from around these niggas. That it will keep you down. YouTube is humongous. I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone. YouTube is humongous. I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone. YouTube is humongous. I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone.
Did anybody else pull over? Pull over. Jan got the 411. What? Did y'all? I mean, this is what the man said.
YouTube is humongous. I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone. YouTube is humongous. I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone.
See, they have this thing. It's called a Freudian slip. It's when you unintentionally say something that you're trying not to say. That Backdooriah, say. Yeah, him and Kevin. Because he's talking about his acquaintanceship with Kevin Samuels.
YouTube is humongous. I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone. YouTube is humongous. I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone.
Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. I hope this voice clip isn't making you turn over in your grave. YouTube is humongous. It's just the way he's saying it, you know? Who you fooling, bro? Where your girlfriend at? He sounds so like them fraternities. It, you know? Oh, we got people in here reporting this video. I'm telling you, I don't know why. We ain't saying nothing crazy. The only person that's saying something crazy is Jameson.
YouTube is humongous. I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone.
And on that note, I would just like to say, y'all gonna have to forgive me. I'm really not, camera ready. Okay. All right. Well, we're getting ready to wrap up anyway. Going ahead, get to work. Love you too. I just, they're always so quick, to jump online. And I wanted to be first today. I wanted to have the breaking wind, but except it's not going to be a fart in the wind. It's actually going to be some real information. So yeah, I that's what we got. That's what we got. Yeah. So I just want everyone to know, think what you want to think about Corey Holcomb. Say what you want to say. Feel how you want to feel. This isn't about defending a grown-ass man. I don't have to defend him. He is a lawyer that's doing a great job of it. What this was really all about was doing a real breakdown. Yes, I do break down the truth bit by bit. I want to make sure that nobody gets anything confused. I want to make sure, I want to make for certain. Look at that suit that he's wearing. It don't even look like it belongs walking through the threshold of that door. Oh, thank you, Truman. But let's be real. They all need to stop playing games. And as long as I'm here, I'm going to be fighting to make sure. They do everything that they can do to suppress my channel. They do everything that they can do to slow down my views, to keep my videos from being hyped. When you sit there and you look at all of that stuff when I pull it all up, it's almost disgusting. You can almost see. Yeah, like a billboard attorney. Yeah. I tell you one thing, I wouldn't want to have a cup of coffee out of that place. Going to visit a lawyer. Woo.
YouTube is humongous.
Sure
I had a
is.
girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone. That man.
Communicating on the phone. All right, y'all, we out of here. Peace.